Warning: the following program contains scenes that may not be appropriate for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Are you ready now? I got you freaking out. Say you're ready now. I'm not gonna say it again. Who said a man can take a stand? He's got a plan. He's got a right. He'll fight to win. He won't give in. He'll watch the signs or pay a price. You sold your pride. You pay the price. Know that it gets you every time. Still, I wanna know, are you ready for war? 'Cause it's coming around, are you ready once more? I am not gonna say it again. This is one thing you should know, so you better get it through your head. Are you ready for war? 'Cause it's coming around. And no, I'm not gonna say it again. No, I'm not gonna say it again.
Welcome everyone to CWE Wrestling. Dave Petro once again ringside, joined by Kevin Cannon. And Kevin, we are kicking off tonight's show with a big five-way matchup.
Here's a little guy that seems to have grown on me, Anthony Wayne. He's going to be, without a doubt, without even looking at the other competitors standing next to him, the smallest man in this matchup by a long shot. He's the smallest man in the CWE.
Was he on July's tour with the Mighty Midgets?
He was not on July's tour with the Mighty Midgets. Unfortunately, he had previous wrestling appearances to make down in the United States and he could not attend.
Anthony Wayne, we are talking about now being led to the ring by the evil Ava, the German juggernaut Moses Luke, one big tough man.
There they are. And there's Moses Luke, too.
He is slimmed down considerably over the past few years, but that has just made him faster and more dangerous.
I think hungrier, too. And I think the hungrier he is, the angrier he is.
This big five-way matchup kicking things off tonight, Kevin. 2 title matches on today's show.
What a show. We're not only going to see the tag team titles on the line in a hardcore match, but also Heavy Metal goes one-on-one with the former champ, Matt FAIRLANE. Now, just to paint the picture here, for CWE TV, Heavy Metal defeated Robbie Royce. He retained the title against former champion Danny Duggan. He could be the first man to defeat 3 former CWE champions right here on CWE TV. I think nobody else has ever done that. He could be the first one to perform that feat.
I don't need a fact checker to confirm that fact. You are absolutely correct, Kevin Cannon, and that is going to be one tough challenge because bring the pain, Matt FAIRLANE. He is no Sidney Manson.
No, we just saw Matt FAIRLANE a few weeks back. And he defeated the only man in CWE who could defeat the Chris Masters, the masterpiece himself there.
Already introduced STEFAN, Epic, with the evil Kelly Russell as his manager. And you see now on your television screen the gift, Jason KINCAID, one strange dude.
Definitely an odd duck if there ever was one. If you go onto the CWE Facebook page, you can probably find Jason KINCAID. There's pictures of him doing handstands at that bridge at the Forks.
I saw that.
He could have fell on the and it was raining out.
I know.
Wow.
No net underneath that.
No, he's definitely got a screw loose there. Definitely a few hooks short of a pig roll rig.
Absolutely. And our final competitor now being introduced, formerly one half of the Big Sexy Beasts, CHEVY.
Unlike Moses Luke, CHEVY has not been on any kind of diet. He's been on a diet of ripping men apart and eating their flesh. He is a vicious individual as well. I have seen him take a few guys' heads off and leave them laying on the ground, not only in the wrestling ring, but at your local pubs as well.
Tag team rules prevail in this one. I mean, man has to be tagged to be in here, but you can tag any one of your 4 other opponents and kick things off. Anthony Wayne now has a bit of a, trying to get a sharpshooter on the gift, Jason KINCAID, and KINCAID able to get to the ropes.
You look like a bit of a Texas cloverleaf, if you will, on there, from the Southerner. He's got a hard little head. I've seen him throw a few of those headbutts.
Oh, look at that tremendous slam. And Kincaid on his feet and then immediately double boot to the chest. And look at that tremendous maneuver off the ropes. Anthony Wayne now 1, 2, oh. Look at
Cat-like agility from the part of Jason Kincaid. It's amazing.
And you just saw CHEVY trying to kick Jason Kincaid in the head because, again, the first man to score a pinfall will be the winner in this matchup.
Exactly. So you don't want the other guy in there getting beat down too bad. You want him to beat him down enough so you don't worn out. And Moses Luke, as I was saying that CHEVY does, Moses Luke took off Jason Kincaid's head. Here comes the big man CHEVY. Oh, the immovable object meeting the unstoppable force.
CHEVY bouncing off the ropes again. Look at that collision. The ring even moved. And then looked like Moses Luke poked him in the throat a little bit. Oh, goes for the clothesline. Ducks under CHEVY. Moses Luke out to the ringside floor. And CHEVY, he is one man that always is loved wherever he goes. Oh no, is he going outside? Oh, cut off by the gift, Jason Kincaid.
Just a spinning heel kick from Jason Kincaid with Stefan Epic under the direction of the coach Kelly Russell in there immediately on top of Jason Kincaid to take advantage of all these worn out individuals.
Stefan Epic, you know, I don't know what to think of the guy because I don't really think he's much of a multi-sport athlete as we like to believe, and he just bites, gets hooked under, hits the arena floor, and look at that evil stare on the face of Jason Kincaid, Kevin.
He is a scary dude, but Stefan Epic he is. Oh wow! Flipped right over the top rope. As I was saying with Stefan Epic, he is a multi-sport athlete. I remember at one of our after parties playing darts with him. Wow, that guy can play some darts. He is one athletic man.
If you want to consider darts much of a sport, Kincaid now going up to the top. Oh, hauled down by Epic. Anthony Wayne waiting in the wings. Epic now going up to the second rope. He wants to inflict a little harm. You can hear that whistle from the coach, Kelly Russell. Does he have his clipboard? I didn't notice with the nefarious tactics written on that.
He does. He's never seen without it.
Both men going for a suplex on the gift, Jason Kincaid. Uh-oh.
They're going to get a little assistance on that.
The big man teaming up on this one. They're bringing everybody in. Oh, my goodness.
Powerbomb slash suplex from all sides.
I hope the crew reinforced the ring for this matchup. Oh, it's Moses Luke. Oh, look at congratulating themselves. And Moses Luke double crossing CHEVY. He gets the big man up. No, he doesn't. Oh, another boot returned. And now CHEVY able to get Moses Luke out and flattens him. If CHEVY can get on top of him, that could be it. But Moses Luke able to roll out of the ring. Epic now. Oh, we've seen that before. Look at CHEVY landing right on top of his head. This could be it. No! Oh, CHEVY able to get his shoulder up at the last possible second. And here comes Anthony Wayne with a super kick. Did knock over Epic. Now he did on the second one. Oh, and here comes the gift, Jason Kincaid, taking advantage of the situation. And we have seen this maneuver before. He's got him up. What is he doing?
He's got him hooked in.
He's got him hooked in. Oh my, he crushes Anthony Wayne. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in our opening contest in this 5-way matchup, the gift, Jason Kincaid. Wow.
Simply amazing.
We got to take a quick break. More CWE Wrestling when we return. CWE fans, get set for the Lethal Injection Tour featuring Ring of Honor stars Jay Lethal and Jimmy Jacobs. The tour kicks off Wednesday, October 15th in Verdun. Thursday, October 16th, we return to Souris. Friday night, October 17th, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Holy Cross Gymnasium. Jay Lethal, Jimmy Jacobs, the Lethal Injection Tour makes a stop in Winnipeg. Gladstone, we're not leaving you out this time. Saturday night, October the 18th, CWE returns for a big show in Gladstone, and the Lethal Injection Tour wraps up Sunday, October 19th in Morden, Manitoba. For information on this and all great CWE events, especially the Lethal Injection Tour, go to cwecanada.ca. Welcome back to CWE Wrestling, and Kevin Cannon, this is a treat. The Caveman Broda coming towards the ring.
Oh my God. This man sickens me more and more every time I see him, let alone have to hear him speak.
He's not happy, Kevin Cannon.
And I'm not happy. I can't even take this. I'm out of here. I got to go get ready for Rob Stardom and Bobby Collins' match. I'll talk to you later, Dave.
Kevin Cannon apparently upset at the fact that Caveman Broda is addressing our tremendous crowd right here. Now he's calling towards the ring. Oh, he's calling out the Rebel Bobby Collins. No wonder Kevin Cannon left here in such a huff. I bet he's got something up his sleeve. The Rebel Bobby Collins, of course, a member of the Cannon Cartel, turning his back on the fans several months ago, formerly one of the most popular wrestlers in the area, and now despised by many. He did sell out.
Bobby, you're like a son to me. I've known you all my life, Bob. You disappointed me. Why are you doing these things, evil things? I taught you well. I taught you how to spell. I taught you how to go to school. I taught you how to go to church. You treat people like this, you don't have the right to treat the people like this. They made your way in, son. It's not about the money. It's not about the money no more.
Caveman Broda upset about the recent turn of events. Oh, looks like Bobby Collins is thinking this one over. The music is being played. Oh, there he is. Kevin Cannon got it here in a huff. He's bringing Rob Stardom to ringside. So it's Rob Stardom, Kevin Cannon, and the Rebel Bobby Collins now in the ring with Caveman Broda. And with these three guys, you know they're up to no good, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Cannon about to take the mic. Wonder what's going to come out of his mouth. Good grief. Stardom looks like he's ready for a fight. Caveman Broda's 60 years old. Plus. Oh.
They must not keep you too up to date on current events down at the nursing home, old man. Because it's pretty common knowledge that if you got something to say to Bobby Collins, you come to me first.
Definitely a spokesperson for Bobby Collins and Rob Stardom.
Bobby Collins does everything I ask him to. Bobby Collins does everything I pay him to. Because right now, Bobby Collins is doing it all for the money, baby. So, choose your next word wisely, Caveman Broda. If you got some kind of challenge right now, lay it down. Let's see what you got. Yeah?
Is Caveman Broda gonna face all three men? Oh, look at the Rebel Bobby Collins from behind with that Confederate flag, and now stomping on the 60-plus-year-old Caveman Broda. Rob Stardom now getting his kicks in too. This is absolutely disgraceful. Caveman Broda is a wrestling legend. He's not fit to wrestle anymore. He's been retired. And what are they doing? What are they doing? He's got some sort of medical procedure on his neck, and the Rebel Bobby Collins is around. Oh, there's Dick Blood. There's Dick Blood coming to the rescue of Caveman Broda. Absolutely disgraceful, and you have to think it was masterminded by that evil Kevin Cannon. He knew about this all along. Referee now coming out to look at Caveman Broda. Dick Blood knows that Caveman Broda is in a bad way, and now Rob Stardom from behind on Dick Blood, and it is 2-on-1 right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Stardom and the Rebel Bobby Collins just going to town on Dick Blood, and Kevin Cannon is smiling at ringside. He's so happy. He's so happy with himself. This double team effort coming off. Oh, Dick Blood, that's the clothesline. Clothesline of his own. We've got a referee in here. We've got a match. Oh, Dick Blood now. Big body slam to the Rebel Bobby Collins. And look at this. And ladies and gentlemen, I have just been handed a note. If Dick Blood, the promotion, the commissioner, the executives have just handed me this note. If Dick Blood can rally and defeat these two men, he will get Kevin Cannon one-on-one. Am I reading this correctly? I'm getting the nod. Yeah, that's what happens. Oh, and if these two men can defeat Dick Blood, he's got to rejoin the Cannon Cartel. Breaking news right here on CWE Wrestling. I can't believe what is transpiring here. Matches on the fly. Rob Stardom now and Bobby Collins both laying the boots on Dick Blood. Remember, fans, if Dick Blood can prevail, he will get his hands on Kevin Cannon, his former mentor and advisor. But if Dick Blood does not defeat these two men, he's got to rejoin the Cannon Cartel. And the odds are stacked against him right now because this is just a 2-on-1 assault. I don't even think there's tag team rules in this one. This is a 2-on-1 matchup. Off the ropes. Oh, one boot. Oh, big tremendous right hand to the head of the Rebel Bobby Collins. Whips the boys into each other. Rob Stardom on Rubber Leg Street. Dick Blood now going after the Rebel Bobby Collins. This started off with Caveman Broda basically wanting to talk some sense into the Rebel Bobby Collins. Tell him that Caveman Broda taught him all he knew. He told him how to spell, told him how to go to church, taught him everything. And now Rebel Bobby Collins now going up to the top. And look at Kevin Cannon directing this assault. He's loving this. Oh, look at that! The Rebel Bobby Collins missed. He led it his own man. Dick Blood tosses. 1, 2, 3. He got him! He got him! Dick Blood will now get an opportunity down the road to go one-on-one with Kevin Cannon. More CWE Wrestling when we come back.
I've spent 6 years somewhere else trying to be somebody else. And I've come back to Ring of Honor because this is the place where a professional wrestler can prove that he is the best in the world.
I go to Muscles by Myers because I trust them.
The staff is phenomenal. You come in, they're always positive, they're always happy to see you.
I walked in there not knowing a thing about supplements, and the staff there showed me everything I need to know.
I lost about 40 pounds and then put on about 10 pounds of muscle.
I've gotten stronger, I've had more energy.
I go to Muscles by Myers because they offer great advice, competitive pricing, and they care about helping you achieve your goals.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Wrestling fans, when in Gladstone, stay at the beautiful and historical Gladstone Hotel, a proud sponsor of the CWE.
Don't let the sound of your own.
My mother named me Jimmy Jacobs, but I call myself the Zombie Princess.
Jacobs is a very, very dangerous physical competitor.
It takes a real tough guy to call himself a princess and then bite your face off.
Mr. TLC Tommy Lee Curtis and Nate Hardy, the Saints of Los Angeles.
Welcome back to CWE Wrestling. Dave Petrol ringside waiting to get rejoined by Kevin Cannon. And we've got a CWE Tag Team title match. The SOA taking on the champs, the Saints of Los Angeles. And this one, I believe, is anything goes. Kevin Cannon, what was that all about with Caveman Broda?
Caveman Broda is nothing but a worthless human being, a worthless individual. He makes me ill to my stomach. I just had to get in there and shut him up, and hey, that was a mission accomplished. In fact, that's 2 missions accomplished, because now not only did I shut up Caveman Broda, I get to get my hands on Dick Blood.
Oh, so you're saying that was the plan all along?
That was definitely the plan all along. Oh yeah, it's going to be fantastic when I get him in the ring and I wring his neck.
I think Dick Blood has something to say about that one. Tag team matchup, tag team titles on the line. No disqualification, basically anything goes. Kind of a street fight, if you will. And look at this carnage already. The Misfit Mike Mission taking Nate Hardy right into the cinder block wall. There's no give there. There's no padding. There's no rubber walls where a guy like Mike Mission belongs. He just tossed Nate Hardy into that, and Nate Hardy bounced off. And the big Cliff Corleone and Tommy Lee Curtis are fighting now. Tommy Lee Curtis with the kendo stick. And I gotta tell you something, big Cliff Corleone, this man is mean and tough, and he just tosses Tommy Lee Curtis right into the ring post like he was a pillow, Kevin Cannon.
I have to wonder, these rules, or lack of rules, for better phrase, do they better suit the SOA, or do they better suit the Saints? Having hardcore rules in a matchup, does that sway the favor to the death-defying Nate Hardy, the high-flying Nate Hardy, to a man like Tommy Lee Curtis, who also relatively knows no fear, or does that sway the favor into just the big, hard-hitting thugs, the SOA?
Well, you're absolutely correct, because a lot of times the Saints of Los Angeles, we're not talking about breaking the rules. They might stretch the rules a little bit with some of their high-flying tactics, the 2-on-1 stuff, and that's great tag team wrestling. But I think the SOA, these guys are thugs. They're street brawlers. There's guys that you don't want to meet. I wouldn't even see a back alley. You don't want to even meet up with these guys in a front alley, a front lawn, a front drive, a front street, nothing. You don't want nothing to do with the Sons of Anarchy. These guys are just mean and angry individuals. Mike Mission, this guy is dangerous, absolutely, but Big Cliff, this guy's an immovable object.
Exactly. And these are guys that have been employed, if you will, as debt collectors before. Somebody owes somebody a debt. They have sent Mike Mission, they have sent Cliff Corleone to their house saying, hey pal, pay up.
Nate Hardy just over the top rope and leveled Mike Mission. Could you imagine you getting a ring on your door at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning and Cliff Corleone be the guy under the peephole?
Well, I guess you shouldn't take out loans that you can't pay back, or else you might be facing up with dudes like Cliff Corleone and like Mike Mission, which is a scary, scary thought.
There is so much action going on in this match. Tommy Lee Curtis now throwing a couple of chairs into the ring. Big Cliff Corleone in harm's way of this one. And look at Nate Hardy. What did he just toss at Mike Mission? And now Tommy Lee Curtis joining in on the fun, if you will.
You want to know what he hit Mike Mission with? Anything he can get his hands on. Oh my God.
That was
like a missile.
That was as near to a decapitation that I have ever seen. Nothing but action when the tag team champs, Saints of Los Angeles, come to your town. This is absolutely thrilling action so far. Tommy Lee Curtis now rolling Big Mike Mission in the ring, and he's got a folding chair, and so does Mike Mission.
Kind of a duel here.
Oh my! Look at these guys, the chairs are breaking. What force? Ah!
And Tommy Lee Curtis gets the better of the two.
He certainly does. Mike Mission, just a big knock on the noggin with that chair. And Tommy Lee Curtis now stalking his prey. And Nate Hardy is still working over Big Cliff Corleone. Big Cliff looks like he's injured. Cliff just able to duck that kendo stick shot in the nick of time. Oh! Gives him a chair, bounces off the ropes. Here comes Tommy Lee Curtis. Oh my! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Returning back outside the ring. Big Cliff just pummeled Nate Hardy into the post. I don't know if our camera crew caught that, but Tommy Lee Curtis and Mike Mission, the two men in the ring right now. This is huge tag team action.
There's a lot to keep track of going on here. I don't know who's hitting who with what, but it's being hit hard. It's being right in front of these fans' eyes. I feel sorry for the people in the front row. They might get blood splattered on them by the end of this match.
I hope the people that run the hall will take some replacement chairs. They might have to stop off a Giant Tiger and see if there's some replacement chairs to replace the ones these guys are breaking.
Yeah, next time CWE's on the road, they might have to have these boys stop off at Giant Tiger in Neepawa, in Morden, proud sponsor of CWE, and pick up a couple folding chairs to bring and replace the ones they've damaged here today.
That's good. We have to get the sponsor plugged in there, Kevin Cannon.
You bet. Gotta pay some bills somehow.
Mike Mission now with a knee to the guts of Tommy Lee Curtis. Nate Hardy now on all fours. Oh, Mike Mission fighting back. Oh, Big Cliff is now dragging a table into the ring. I told you, fans, anything goes in this, and we're seeing everything but the kitchen sink. But the match isn't over, Kevin Cannon.
And I think you were right there earlier, Dave Petro. I think Big Cliff is nursing an injury of some kind that he possibly sustained early on in this match. Looks like it's to his shoulder or arm, if I'm not mistaken. He's definitely nursing that. He was definitely a lot slower hauling that table up than he usually is.
Yeah, you see some tape on the left arm of Big Cliff, and maybe it's an injury that these guys don't show any pain whatsoever at most any times, but I do know Big Cliff seems to be moving a little. What is this?
Oh,
Mike Mission has just dumped a bag of tacks onto the ring and now is preparing to suplex. Oh, he's first placing Nate Hardy on the top rope.
He needs a big suplex.
And he is now going to try to attempt to suplex Nate Hardy onto those tacks, but Tommy Lee Curtis just comes in the ring to break up this. Oh no! He has got Mike Mission, and Mike Mission gets a DDT and a suplex from Nate Hardy and Tommy Lee Curtis, and his back is now covered in those sharp tacks. Good grief!
Not only is that painful when you land on it, but every step you take, every move you make, as your muscles move with those tacks buried into your skin, you are feeling them ripping through your flesh. You're feeling pain, you're feeling agony. That will definitely slow down your pace.
Oh my word! And look at Mike Mission. He is in a world of pain. There's a table in the ring. Cliff Corleone is still out. Oh, he just gets a super kick. And here comes Tommy Lee Curtis. He comes off the ropes. Oh my, and then big Mike Mission. Oh, what's the bomb? Darren Dalton.
I thought he was retired.
The Tattoo Terminator just speared, absolutely just speared Tommy Lee Curtis, and now catches Nate Hardy mid-flight and has his sights set on that table.
Oh, this is gonna not end well for Nate Hardy.
This isn't gonna be good. Oh my word. Power bomb right through that table.
Oh God.
Anything goes. No disqualification. No rules. This is legal. Nate Hardy has been crushed underneath that table. And Mike Mission, despite being in pain, looks up, smiles at the bomb. Darren Dalton. Big Cliff now coming into the ring. Yeah, he is absolutely hurt, Kevin Cannon. And look at this. Look at this. They're dragging Nate Hardy 1, 2, and 3. Kevin Cannon, we've got new tag team champions.
That's right. The SOA are your new CWE tag team champions with a little assist from Darren the Bomb Dalton.
A little more than a little assist, Kevin Cannon. Ladies and gentlemen, CWE tag team champions, the SOA. More action when we come back. This is disgraceful. CWE fans, get set for the Lethal Injection Tour featuring Ring of Honor stars Jay Lethal and Jimmy Jacobs. The tour kicks off Wednesday, October 15th in Verdun. Thursday, October 16th, we return to Souris. Friday night, October 17th, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Holy Cross Gymnasium. Jay Lethal, Jimmy Jacobs, the Lethal Injection Tour makes a stop in Winnipeg. Gladstone, we're not leaving you out this time. Saturday night, October the 18th, CWE returns for a big show in Gladstone, and the Lethal Injection Tour wraps up Sunday, October 19th in Morden, Manitoba. For information on this and all great CWE events, especially the Lethal Injection Tour, go to cwecanada.ca.
In one click with musclesbymyers.com. We have sports supplements, vitamins and minerals for all lifestyles and levels of fitness. And call or email for free one-on-one guidance. Smart buyers shop at Myers and musclesbymyers.com.
Transcona. Quiet, peaceful, neighborly. Until the CWE shows up. At Rookie's Bar, when CWE invades, the hits are a little harder, the moves are a little bit bigger, and everything is a lot more adult. Don't miss CWE Lethal Lottery Friday, June 20th at Rookie's Bar and Grill in the heart of Transcona.
Have you ever thought about becoming a professional wrestler? What about working behind the scenes in professional wrestling? Well, now's your chance. The CWE Elite Wrestling Academy is now accepting students. Learn from the best the Canadian Wrestling's Elite has to offer by signing up today. Our trainers have traveled the world from Canada and the US all the way to Mexico and Japan, been featured on TV and pay-per-view all across the world. All you have to do is send an email to info@cwecanada.ca to get the ball rolling. Make your dreams come true and contact Canadian Wrestling's Elite today.
Welcome back to CWE Wrestling. Dave Petro ringside, joined by Kevin Cannon. And Kevin, we've got a CWE title match getting into the ring. The former champion, bring the pain, Matt FAIRLANE.
A man who is no stranger to high-pressure situations, the former champion, Matt FAIRLANE. This is a match that he has earned. He was the only man in Canadian Wrestling's Elite to defeat Chris Masters. I say, heavy metal, though, is a whole different bag of beans. Heavy metal presents a whole new challenge for him. This is not going to be the same as facing a man like Chris Masters.
Heavy metal definitely cutting a swath right through the entire CWE. your CWE champion, and accompanied to the ring by a guy who probably did more to aid Heavy Metal's championship run and gaining the title than any other individual. I'm talking about AJ Sanchez.
So let's take a look at this whole situation. As I was saying earlier in the show, Heavy Metal defeated champion Robbie Royce for the title. His very first title defense. He retained the title when he faced former champion Danny Duggan, all with the help of former champion AJ Sanchez. Now he's going one-on-one with former champion Matt FAIRLANE. I think that's every CWE champion there ever was involved in this little run of Heavy Metals.
Yeah, I'm not going to take anything away from those matchups, but I don't know why a guy with the impressive resume, the wrestling credentials, the ring savvy, and the experience of a guy like Heavy Metal, or your CWE champion, needs to cavort with AJ Sanchez in his corner. He doesn't need the help.
I think AJ Sanchez is the one who kind of needs the guidance and the help, and Heavy Metal is helping him find his true self.
Well, you might be right there, because we all know that AJ Sanchez was on that tremendous losing streak for months and months, and then turned his back on the fans, turned his back on friends. Guys like Hotshot Danny Duggan, guys like Bring the Pain Matt FAIRLANE,
guys like Brian Rich,
guys like it's easy to do that. But Bring the Pain Matt FAIRLANE, this guy is hungry. I talked to him just before the match began back in the locker room area, and he is hungry to regain what he thinks he never should have lost in the first place.
If you add Matt FAIRLANE on Twitter, on Facebook, on any of the social medias, you'll see constant updates of him and his performance in the gym. This man is a beast. This man knows one speed, and that's go forward, go fast, and go get it.
And definitely a very positive individual, and despite sometimes going back on the other side of good sometimes, he is a guy that I really believe is focused on everything that he does.
Definitely, Matt FAIRLANE knows that in sports it's not 100% physical. There's that mental aspect of it. There's that psychological aspect of it, and that comes into play, and you can be the perfect physical specimen of a human being, but if you don't have the mindset to compete and be a champion, you'll never climb that mountain, you'll never reach those goals.
Just before this match, we saw the lead up to next week's main event. We are going to crown an Elite 8 champion. Mentalo goes one-on-one with Chris Hero.
Is it just me, Dave Petro, or has this Elite 8 tournament been packed with non-stop action? Did you see that montage?
I did.
Wow.
Absolutely correct. It's been some of the finest professional wrestling that I have ever seen in my 30-plus years in the sport.
Only the best of the best here in CWE.
And speaking of the best of the best, we've got the Lethal Injection Tour in October featuring Jimmy Jacobs and Jay Lethal from Ring of Honor. That's going to be one tremendous tour.
Wow, Jay Lethal, a former X Division champion himself. He is a man who is one of the most exciting performers ever to grace the squared circle. He is a man who is going to light up the CWE.
Absolutely dig it. I am so stoked about Jay Lethal coming to the CWE. Go to our website, cwecanada.ca, for dates on that tour. And of course, don't forget to go to our Facebook page as well, and you get all the updates. In fact, our television shows, right after they air on television, they are on Facebook too. You can link to it. YouTube, you can watch whenever you want, on demand, all the time.
That's right, get caught up, get refreshed, or even just watch your favorite matches over again.
Absolutely. Matt FAIRLANE in the ropes. Oh, comes across. Oh, look at this. Swinging neck breaker on the champ. Heavy Metal.
Heavy Metal looking a little dazed now. Matt FAIRLANE, if he had a little more gas in the tank, he might be able to capitalize here and become the first man to win a championship on the same night as another championship changing hands in CWE. I don't think that has happened before either.
Not in my recollection.
Not on television.
We saw that earlier on. The SOA defeating the Saints of Los Angeles with some help from the Bomb, Darren Dalton, new tag team champions. Can lightning strike twice for Matt FAIRLANE on this one? Can he become a new CWE champion and your heavyweight champion? And look at that, AJ Sanchez distracting Matt FAIRLANE, and Heavy Metal able to take advantage of that and coming up with a big suplex right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, Matt FAIRLANE able to kick out. Heavy Metal with kind of a laissez-faire type of a cover, didn't hook the leg. Heavy, if it's just me, or does Heavy Metal look a little winded in this match?
Heavy Metal does look a little winded, and that's because Matt FAIRLANE is a guy who will take you to your limits. Matt FAIRLANE is a guy who will test everything that you have, but Heavy Metal is a guy who has a lot to offer as far as performance goes in the wrestling ring.
Absolutely. Heavy Metal, well-traveled all over the world. Wrestling primarily out of the Alberta area, but man, now representing Canada's wrestling elite as our champion, at least for the time being. Matt FAIRLANE now with a tremendous back drop, if you will, on Matt FAIRLANE. And look at Matt FAIRLANE going after AJ Sanchez. This is something that has to be done. The referee needs to step in here. And look at this, another forearm to the back. And look at this, now trying to get him to a suplex situation, all because of AJ Sanchez causing a distraction, Kevin Cannon.
That's right, but Matt FAIRLANE's legs like tree trunks. He managed to reverse that. A couple of reversals going back and forth here. Then, whoa, tries to shake him off on the ropes. Matt FAIRLANE is going to roll him up.
2, oh! Heavy Metal able to kick out and gets a throw to the ropes. 1, 2, Matt FAIRLANE. No! He got him!
Yeah, AJ Sanchez got his mitts on him from the outside there.
He got him! Oh my word, AJ Sanchez, as I mentioned before, causing such a distraction. And the Bring the Pain Matt FAIRLANE goes down to defeat at the hands of your CWE champion, Heavy Metal. On behalf of Kevin Cannon, I gotta remind you, next week, Mentalo Hero and Elite 8 champion will be crowned. Dave Petro saying good night from CWE Wrestling.